better late than never. Right? How is everybody? Just taking a second to share. I hope you do too. Hi, Sandy. Just sharing in some groups real quick. Oops. Hi, Kendall. Hi, Lisa. Hello, Elspeth. Hello, Andrea. How are you? How's everybody? Come on in, darlings. My goodness. It is good to see all of you. Please take a moment to share the live with your friends. Hello, Miss Donna. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Joanna. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you. We are going to be doing all kinds of things tonight. As I mentioned in my post earlier today, we're going to do all kinds of readings. I haven't done free readings in probably 2 weeks. So we are going to do that. And I'm just taking a second to share. So give me just a moment. Well, thank you so much, Andrea. I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching on YouTube. Have you liked the channel and subscribed to the channel? We have a little bit of a following over there on YouTube, but not a lot of people watch from YouTube. They watch mostly from Facebook. I guess they just like the setup better on Facebook. I don't really know. So, okay. So we are going to, I hope everybody's got a beverage. New flooring is half put down. Elspeth, that's wonderful. I love new flooring. Man, talk about starting out with something you don't have to mop today. I love that. I love not having to mop. I don't mind mopping, but like my back is not fond of it. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. What is happening on my phone? So here we are. I've missed giving freely. I really hated the fact that I had to charge for everything for the last couple of weeks because this financial crisis happened to me. So I had to charge for my services. And I feel today, hi, Chris. Hi, how are you? Hi, Delphine. It's so nice to see you. Please like the channel and subscribe to the channel and do the little bell notification so you get notified when I go live. But today I just, I was going to come on. I was going to charge for readings. And I was like, I feel okay. I feel like things are going to be okay. I feel like I've got a good handle. I'm not out of debt. I'm not out of the woods yet from all the catastrophic events that happened since February. But today I feel like, I think it's in the best interest of the collective and myself to give. So happy June 1st to you, Linda. It's so good to see you. Hi, Kim. Finances are tough for everyone. Shannon, honestly, it is. And I know that. I absolutely know that. We're not talking about that right now. I absolutely know that. So apparently there's going to be some kind of announcement later. I don't know. Shh. And they're just whispering and whispering, and they never stop whispering when I'm working. So it's just one of those like things of having to tune them out. Hi, Teresa. So they don't bother me too much during the day when I'm not sitting in my work spot. But once I get into this room, once I get into my bedroom, they just, because I have boundaries, and those boundaries are: this is where I work, this is where you communicate with me, unless I request information. And if I request information, then by all means you can give it to me, no matter where I am. Okay, so who did not sleep well last night? I feel like this is an energy thing. I feel like there's like a bubble of discontent that we're going through as a collective. And, if we want to talk about the light energy that is refracting off of your crystalline shard, then we can say that there is a lot of reverberations of specific shadow, or what I call a light bubble, that we're going through here. So we have a lot of people who didn't sleep well last night. I slept like a baby, but I'm just being told to mention this for all of you: Mary, Penny, Linda, Andrea. Okay, yeah, I'm just being told to. And Lisa, you've been sick. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you're sick. Monty's like, I never sleep well. I always sleep really well. And I'm sorry about that for all of you that have trouble sleeping and that have insomnia and things of that nature. But if you can think about yourself in the context of being a crystal, well, let me get one, because I keep them in my shirt when I'm working. So if you can think of yourself as a crystal, you can see, like, they all have imperfections. We are perfectly imperfect, every single one of us, and you are a crystalline shard of light, of source. And so when you think about the light of everything going through you, it's going in every single direction, and every line that it hits, it kind of refracts in a different way through other parts of other crystals that are connected to you in the collective consciousness, or the collective light unity consciousness that we are. So when you don't sleep well, you're not the only one sleeping well. That you're not the only one that's not sleeping well. And that's why I knew that there was going to be several of you if it was mentioned to me. Sandy said she kept waking up. Oh, there she is in YouTube and Facebook. Lisa says she falls asleep just fine. She just can't stay asleep. Then that feels to me like something that you need to, that feels to me like something that we need to call upon Archangel Michael to protect you while you're sleeping from any kind of disturbances that would bring you back into your physical body and take you out of the astral realm. So you might want to ask Archangel Michael to protect you. I think Canada got that bubble a night early. It's possible. Night sweats. Oh my, those are the worst. Hello, Jennifer from Lake Elmo. Oh, well, I'm glad you're getting your voice back. Have you been doing a teaspoon of honey? I've been feeling just so fed up and done. It was a really weird day for me as well. But I do understand that. Let me just put this guy back in there. I keep that crystal right next to my chest. So anyway, there has been a lot of that frustration. I do want to say that the full moon is going to be in Sagittarius, and I think it's either today or tomorrow. I think it might be tomorrow. The full moon is in Sagittarius, which is a planet of action and doing things, and it is and the sun is in Gemini, and Gemini is all about communication and details. So if you are feeling frustrated, it's because of a lack of action as far as details in your life are concerned, or feeling like you have a lot of beef, a lot of things that you need to express and not really knowing how to go about that. Things that, there's so many details in your life that are not being attended to, and so that we need more time. We need more time. But this procrastination in Sagittarius is not about procrastination. Sagittarius is about action. It's a fire sign. It's get it done, get it done. And so the frustration and the irritation that you're feeling could possibly be part of that energy of the full moon, which the full moon, the energy goes all the way through the 5th of June. It's a strawberry moon. It's supposed to be the sweetest moon of the year. So you have your moon in Sagittarius. So Sandy, you might be feeling a lot of that energy as well. Hi, Bambi. How are you, sweetheart? 5 days left with students. Oh my. More like the adults who are done. Oh, 5 days left with students, but the adults are tired. Children never run out of energy. I'm sure they're ready to be done, but they never run out of energy, honestly. So I have a fresh coffee. Let's have a sip. There is a lot, this Gemini. Okay, so Geminis have too many details, right? They're bogged down by the details of everything. They're very expressive. They feel like they have to relay every single thing that happens to them, what they see, think, feel, um, experience. Everything has to be shared, and so they're the collectors of details. And so this Sagittarius moon, it is going to be spurring you. And several of you, it just depends if you have any Sagittarius placements. If you have Gemini placements, you could be affected by these. It just feels to me like if you have any of these placements that you're going to be pushed to do something about all this information you're collecting, because I feel like there's just so much, especially Geminis. I can see you, Caroline. How are you, sweetheart? um Take me with you, Elspeth. Let's go get a coffee. Mine's hot this time. I did have a nice coffee today, though. Don't squirrel. Okay, so back to Geminis. Geminis have so much information. So, for example, my son is a Gemini, and he is ridiculously talented. He's an extremely talented human being. He's extremely intelligent. He taught himself how to play guitar just because he felt like it. He's written songs without, any kind of, he's painted, he's channeled light energy into paintings. He's got this, oh, man, he has got this epic story that he has been writing. I literally can't, like, since 6th grade. He's 28 years old. So I mean, he's just in it, and it's going to be amazing if he can ever just like push action into that. And like I told him today, like, man, I really would love to hear your songs on the radio someday, because he's just so extremely talented. Air signs generally are very creative and talented. So, not that everybody doesn't have, the ability to do those things, but air signs particularly um, are very talented. So, okay, so Geminis, you're going to be pushed into action as far as something in your life, as far as unloading the details of something. So maybe that means you need to start that book. Maybe that means you need to, you know, um, contact a recording studio. Maybe that means that you need to put your plans into action because you're planning and you're writing out all the details and you're fine tuning everything. But it's time for you to bring it into the physical reality. Okay, bring it into physical reality. Sorry. Hi, Dawn. financial struggles and lack of direction. I just really like listening to your knowledge and all the things. It helps me a lot. You're welcome. You're welcome. So if you're feeling the frustration, like Penny said earlier, if you're feeling a lack of direction, just know that this full moon energy is going to try to give you some clarity in a loving way. Since this is strawberry moon, the strawberries are all about, this is supposed to be the time of year when strawberries come into season, when the strawberries are ready to be picked, right? So they're ready to be harvested. So your ideas are ready to be harvested. You know, they're fully formed. You have all the details in the Gemini moon and they are ready to be harvested. So allow yourself to take some of those things out of here because this is so overwhelmed. Allow yourself to take some of this out and to bring it out into the physical world. And that's what the universe is telling me to tell you. So I'm just sharing that with you. Okay, can we slow down, please? Because I feel like I'm going a mile a minute. Okay. Nope, not going to slow down. Obviously, there's so much to share with all of you. But we're going to do some readings. Linda and Steve, how Miss Linda Stanley, how are you? How did your test go? Did you have your test? You mentioned having a test. So I'm asking. I haven't seen you for a few days. Elspeth, that's hilarious. She said, I'm a fire sign. I can light your world, heat your life, or burn you to the ground. I never get the notifications anymore. Brooke, God damn it. Oh, yes, you do have to turn them on because Facebook turns them off. Facebook doesn't like people to watch me, you know. Hi, Emma. You have such a beautiful name. Emma Louise Luna Light. That is a beautiful, beautiful name. Luna was my car, which, you know, I see all around Rapid. I see my beautiful Ford Expedition. And I know it's mine because it has a little chip in the what is that? The little plastic thing you stick up on the end of the card, the bug shield, the mosquito shield thingamajigger. I don't know, whatever. But anyways, I see the red nose. Slow down. Everything came back normal. Woo! Just one hemorrhoid. Yay! One hemorrhoid is manageable. No colon cancer. That's the good thing, right? That's the important part, right? Okay, so we talked about the full moon. We talked about the energy going through your crystal shards and how it kind of reflects and refracts off of the imperfections in all of us. Okay, so we all have them. We are all impure in a way, in the way that like we are not all the same. So the impurities simply mean that those are the differences uh, between us. It's just a word for differences. It's just, you know, you and I are different or whatever, and that's fine. That's the way it's supposed to be. We all each have this like very unique genetic code, right? We have this numeric string of numbers, if you will, that kind of correlates with our identity from source. Okay, so we have like a unique, I mean, numbers are infinite plus infinite numbers. Okay, and so you are an individual string of mathematical equivalency from source that depicts who your personality is going to be, who you're going to be as a soul, what your soul journey is going to be. The different aspects of your entire journey are all in that string of numbers. It's all there. So in a way, it's kind of like predetermined, but in a way, you still have free will and you still get to choose, you know, the variations of each number, you know. So it's 3 as a whole number, but it's like 3. And then you get to decide like where the light goes through that number 3, if that makes sense. I know it doesn't make any sense. How can I explain it? Don't even bother explaining it. It's not something that anybody can understand. What is going on? Okay. It's been a while, y'all, and obviously we need to get on with the readings. I realize everyone doesn't fit in one box. Oh yeah, nobody does. Yeah. No, nobody. Next in 3 years. Look at you. You're a rock star. You're a rock star. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? You're welcome. You're welcome. Good. Congratulations that everything is normal. We knew that it would be, right? I told you everything was fine. Yes, I told you everything was fine. Okay. Shannon. Shannon. Oh, I changed it again because I had my bed over here in the middle so I could walk around it. But then I'm like, that's just get in one side of the bed, dummy. Because sometimes I get in one side and sometimes I get in the other side. But I'm like, let's just push it against the floor and then you have all this room, and then look, I have all this extra room that I can just walk around. And then I've got my cards over here and I have a chair over here that you can't see that I can kick back in. But anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You've always done that. I forgot what we were talking about. You riffed up tonight. Yes. I just finished. Oh God, I am going. I keep trying to slow them down, but they're not slowing down. Slow down. So we'll just take a moment to breathe and see if that helps. But I was talking to somebody. Who was I talking to? Absolutely. It's cozier. Yeah, absolutely. I think she is too, Cheryl. I think she is too. I was talking to Shannon. That's right. I was talking to Shannon. Shannon Jacob Bonizzi. With blue eyes. You have blue eyes, Shannon? With the blue eyes is what I'm hearing. They keep mentioning earrings to me. Do you wear earrings all the time? And small feet. I'm like, do you have small feet? Like I'm like a size. You do have blue eyes. Okay. Do you wear earrings all the time? And do you have small feet? And I'm saying small because you do wear earrings all the time. And I'm saying small because I have a size 9.5 foot. So small to me would be like 6 or a 7. Small feet is what I'm saying. Shannon with the small feet. 6.5 to 7. Okay, that's exactly what I was seeing. That's small to me, but because, like I said, I wear a size 9.5. So I'm feeling something on the back of my calf. Does that make sense to you? Do you have a tattoo or something on your calf on your calf? Do you have a tattoo? Hi, Shantae. Oh well, how have you been? My goodness. I've not seen you in a coon's age. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Lori. And how are you? I'm so happy to see everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Yes, you have tattoos, but not on your calf. Okay, so I'm feeling a stabbing pain in my calf. So I'm not sure if this is the location. What is that? Hold on a second. This is like an old Japanese. I'm seeing a scene out of like a Japanese painting or something. Like it's a structure. It's a Japanese house. I don't know what those are called. So beautiful. Do you have any kind of pull towards Japanese? You used to be a runner, but not after your kids. I mean, you have kids you had to run after, so that's one thing. But they're showing me like a scene from a Japanese picture, a Japanese painting. Um, it's the roof of the house, really, that is giving me the the image. And so I'm wondering, have you ever been pulled to Japanese artifacts, Japanese artwork, um, past life? Okay, so this is we're talking about a past life reading for you. This makes sense why we're seeing all these things. You get your small feet from her. Like, do you have short hair in this life? You have long, very long, black, straight hair. And you're just this thin, willowy, just so beautiful. You are just so beautiful. Um, so I'm like, yeah, walking, and I'm not wearing any shoes, and it's not okay because we're supposed to wear shoes. But I just love the feeling of the grass under my feet. I don't want to wear shoes. Does this make sense to you? Do you not like wearing shoes either? Wow, I just cut all my hair off. Okay. Do you have very short hair? Okay. So what I'm seeing is I'm seeing like you had such long, black, straight, beautiful hair. You never wear shoes. Yeah, I just hate wearing shoes. And she's so thin and willowy and beautiful, and she loves silk. She wants to have a silk dress. And it's not that you're poor. Your family is not poor, but you're not like a rich family. You're not like, part of the elites, or anything like that. You're just, you know, I would say, working class kind of family. Like you have a small plot of land. But I'm seeing her, and she like, it's like a white silk dress. She likes silk. So if you like the feeling of silk, if you like um, the finer things in life, that's what I'm really feeling, because they're showing me the bull for like a tourist person that likes the finer things in life. I don't know if you're a tourist or if that makes sense to you about um, a jade ring. Do you have anything jade? Are you pulled to jade? That's so interesting. A jade ring and a bracelet, a jade bracelet. Have you ever thought about getting like cherry blossoms as a tattoo? Because I keep feeling all these connections to this life. I love finer things. A beer wallet with, you have a beer wallet with champagne taste. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing just, you just want to have all these nice things. And in this lifetime that I'm seeing like so many men wanted to court you. So many men um, were enamored of you're so freaking beautiful. Like, I honestly, it's like you look porcelain. You're just so beautiful. Um, and it's so many people, like neighboring towns and stuff, would come to see you because you were just so beautiful. Wow. I'm hearing your name is like Li Chi, like Lichiyun. Okay, Li Chi. Okay. That's what I'm seeing for you. So, what happens in this life? You actually, so you didn't want to choose any of these local um, suitors, because none of them really could offer you what you wanted. You wanted the finer things in life. You felt like you deserved them. I'm not saying you were a bad person. I just had a relationship outside my marriage and had to leave that job. Long story. I don't know what that has to do with this. So I'm just going to get back to what I was talking about. But the Japanese things, all of these different um, details that you've pulled with you into this life. So in this timeline here, you're just this absolutely beautiful girl who knows that she can get better than what's being offered to her. So she turns down all of these men because she's waiting for somebody who can give her the finer things in life. Oh, okay. You're talking about suitors. Okay, I got you. Sorry, my brain was in a different timeline, obviously. Oh, um, but so she's waiting, because people talk about her beauty, and so she's waiting for the right person to hear, the right person to come, because the person that comes, she's waiting for somebody who can furnish her these silks and these jade bracelets and rings and things of that nature. She wants all the finer things in life. And so she's turning down all of these men who've come from local places, and she's waiting for, the big fish, so to speak. Does he ever come? Yes. And so I'll answer that question in a second, Kim. And so what I'm seeing is that this person does come for her, and then she marries this person, and then it's just she's just another. She wants all of these physical things, these representations of wealth, and then she realizes that she's made a mistake, because she is just a representation of wealth as well for somebody else. For her husband, it's just she's just a thing to acquire. She's just a beautiful thing to have, and not really seen. Period. So, and I'm feeling like a stabbing pain in my stomach, and I'm not sure if you committed suicide. What do they call that? Harry Carey or something like that. But I'm feeling like the stabbing pain in my stomach. I do feel like you were extremely unhappy with the life that you chose, even though you thought it would bring you happiness. And it's just it feels like it's come around. And I'm not necessarily saying in this life, but it feels like that was a come around from a previous time as well. Yeah, because I can literally see you like slumping over onto the floor after you've like stabbed yourself in the stomach here. I just want to escape because I'm so unhappy. So I don't know if you have issues with your stomach, if you have stomach sensitivities, or if you have any kind of heartburn or anything like this that would cause um, pains in your stomach. If you've had, what is that called? An ulcer in your stomach. I'm feeling a lot of issues with the stomach, okay? And I feel like these are all related to this timeline. I do have issues with my stomach, and I've had mental health issues for the past year. Okay. So the mental health issues are coming from thinking that you wanted something, and going after that, and then realizing what the consequences of that were, and that it was just the idea of it was intriguing to you, um, but the reality of it is doesn't hit the mark. You know what I mean? So the mental health issues are understandable, considering you have this very unhappy timeline that's kind of um, connected to the life that you're in now. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, Brooke. I absolutely appreciate you. Diverticulitis. So I'm not sure, Caroline. I was feeling more of like an ulcer. I was feeling more of like stomach food sensitivities, like milk sensitivities, things of that nature. But I definitely was feeling like reflux and just stabbing pains in her stomach. And it's the stabbing pains is what I'm getting at, because the stabbing pains represent the stabbing itself. So now that we know that is connected to a past timeline, would you like to release that and no longer have that bother you or be connected to this timeline in any way, shape, or form? If so, just say, I release any past issues that are currently affecting my timeline and will affect any timelines from here into eternity. I no longer have anything to do with the past. Like, I can release this knowing that I learned what I needed to learn from that. Okay. I can release this. We're just traversing through a shadow period of another time. And now that I can see it, now that I'm aware of it, I can release it. I do have a lot of angelic presence around you, Shannon Bonezzi. It's interesting because you have two double letters in your name, which means that you will have some kind of psychic gift. Okay. And so if you're having a lot of mental health issues, what I want to tell you is that you need to start protecting your energy, guarding your energy, like putting a shield around you, because um, it is highly possible, since we are in a very difficult spiritual war right now, it is highly possible that you have like some outside influences trying to affect your path, trying to influence your path and the decisions that you make, without your knowledge. Okay. Absolutely. Release. So how do we do that? How do we protect our energy? So you can call upon the archangels to protect your energy. Yeah. 555 to me means you're exactly where you need to be, but I will look that up in the book for you in just a moment, Kathy, okay? Angel numbers, we'll talk about that too, because I've been seeing a shit ton of them. Where was I? Angelic protection, thank you. So you can call upon the angels to protect you from any negative influence, to protect your personal space. You can also remove things from your personal space. So if you start having negative self-talk, or if you're having suggestions in your mind that not originating within yourself. Okay, so these are things like stray thoughts, random thoughts that pop into your head. I feel like you've been struggling with that a lot lately. I feel like um, talking about all the things that have happened, I feel like I keep going over these things. I keep talking about the things that have happened. I keep re- revisiting them in my mind. And then I feel like I just want to beat myself up about this. I feel like I made such a big mistake. I feel so much regret. Okay. And so this is what I'm feeling when I'm connecting to you. And I understand that, but you have to understand that there is no such thing as a bad choice. Okay. I feel personally that you can, I guess my sister's been blaming me for things publicly, and I struggle a lot because I raised her. Okay. Okay. And I feel that. I feel that. I've been catching a lot of angel numbers too, Angie. We'll talk about that in just a second. And I feel that. I feel like there's a lot going on spiritually. Okay. So to move the energy up, we have to expose the darkness. Okay. We have to look into the corners. We have to see where we are vulnerable to these energies. Where we're vulnerable, we have to expose our shadow. We have to bring it into the light. Okay, so what's going on right now? Your sister's blaming you for things publicly, and you're struggling with that because you feel like she owes you respect because you raised her. But your sister has literally raised the alarm. What I'm hearing, she just raised the alarm, and she's making a spectacle. Okay, and you're embarrassed, and that's, okay. So those are some really heavy feelings to deal with, Shannon, and I totally understand. I totally understand. Those are really heavy feelings to deal with, and so you can release the burden of those emotions. Okay, if you can say to yourself, yes, I am embarrassed because she's accusing me of these things publicly, or I am disappointed because I raised her to be more respectful, or I thought that she would have thought more, or, whatever. You have to kind of acknowledge whatever it is that you're feeling. This is a very long reading. Okay, yes. But we're good here. We're good. We're going to cut this here. Um, I hope all the information helped you in some way. So, okay. Brooke wrote something really long, so I'm going to scroll back up because I can get a chance to read it. Dear friends, Misty can't answer your questions while she's doing your reading. Misty has a hard enough time concentrating without squirreling all over the place. You're right. Thank you, Elspeth. I do struggle with that. Okay, Brooke says, I'm going to be honest, and I'm not saying this to sound crazy at all, but I truly think I have some psychic stuff going on. Not surprising. I've been having a lot of intuition dreams recently that are coming true. Maybe not exact, but surrounding whatever the dream is. Or like the other day, I dropped my keys outside, and when I was walking to my car, I heard in my head, your keys fell off the keychain. And I was like, that's weird. And I looked down, and lo and behold, they were gone. They ended up being... Your message cut off. Your message cut off. Did you run out of space? They ended up being where? One. Okay, so everyone's been seeing angel numbers. Okay. Hi, Juliet. Okay, we read that. Seeing 1111 angel numbers. Yes. Let's talk about that. I'll bring out the angel book. Hi, Cheyenne. Everyone's been seeing 1111. 1111 is a sign of ascension. Okay. She's angry and she took it out on me. Okay. Yes. Being a spectacle. Yes, absolutely. Directly under the car. Well, I'm glad you found him. I'm glad you found them. So that was a test for you, Brooke. The universe was seeing if you were going to listen to the messages that you were receiving. Okay. Also sent stars. I forget that or not. I don't see them unless I'm watching on Facebook, and I'm not watching on Facebook. I'm not paying Facebook for pretty. I will get them. They'll send them to me, I don't know, in 60 days or something. So we're going to look at some angel numbers. Okay. So talking about 1111. Yesterday, I saw angels numbers 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, like 1010, 1001. I was seeing all kinds of angel numbers yesterday. Today as well, 555. I saw that right before I started. So we're going to start there since that was a number that was brought up. So this book from Angel Numbers from Kyle Gray is what I'm referencing here. Angel number 555, as in on the clock. All of your efforts are now paying off. Know that the universe and your angels are supporting you in creating and living an abundant life. So things are happening. Things are happening for you. If you're seeing 555, you've been paying attention to the signs. You've been doing what you need to do, and the universe is rewarding you for that. Okay, so we're going to look at 1111 on the clock. Right? Seeing it on the clock. Okay. 822 for the past year. Sandy, we'll look at that one because that's different. I see 109 all the time. Okay. We're at 1111 on the clock. You are one with God, the angels, and ascended masters. Align your thoughts with the highest goodness and truth in order to bring love into the world. Okay. So when that happens, it's all about ascension, aligning with your truth and love. Okay. 1010. Okay, 1010. You are on the cusp of something miraculous. Trust that God and the angels are one and are with you now. Okay. Yes, make a wish. Absolutely. Like your wishes are being granted pretty much. Okay. I don't think they do 2323 in here, but we can look up the angel number 23 and it will just be a stronger vibration of that. Okay. So, angel number 23, you're being guided by ascended masters at this time. Trust that the path you are on is perfect for your current situation. So, that's a sign from the angels that you're on the right path. Okay. And that's also a mirrored number. Okay. So we saw, okay, so we were looking at, what was it? So we're going to go through the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, and the fives. Okay. 111, your thoughts and intentions are magnified at this time. Focus on what you love, not on what you fear. 222, your gifts are creating opportunities for you to expand. Be open to opportunities that will enable you to fulfill your purpose. So your gifts are creating opportunities for you. 333 on the clock. All of the great spiritual teachers of the past are guiding you at this time. These ascended masters are helping you develop your gifts. 444 on the clock. Your guardian angels want you to know that they are with you. Your prayers are being heard loud and clear. Have faith. And then 555, all of your efforts are now paying off. Know that the universe and your angels are supporting you and creating and living an abundant life. Okay, we're going to look at 822 for Miss Sandy because that's a different number. That's not a repeating number, but it's a number that she's seen a lot. This book goes up to, I think, $9.99. Let me just make sure. This book only goes up to $999. I think. Yes, $9.99. Rhonda says, well, I've been seeing 1111 for weeks now. I didn't know. You should make a wish. Absolutely. Okay. What was I looking up? 822. I lost my train of thought. Happens all the time. 822. Spiritual ADHD, y'all. Okay, 822. You are in a space where you could light up the world of someone around you. First of all, that first sentence is very important. Somebody around you could use your kind of light and energy in that moment when you see that. So, who comes to your mind? Pay attention to that. Who comes to your mind when you see that number? Who's the first person that comes to your mind? Reach out to them and call them. Maybe they could really use a little talk from you or something, just connecting with your energy. Remember that there's a light inside you and it's infectious. Bring your whole self to your friendships and relationships today. Exactly. So whenever you see that number, it's because the universe is trying to tell you, hey, somebody needs your light today. Somebody needs a little boost from your energy. Somebody could really benefit from talking to you today. So when you see that number, like I said, think about who pops into your mind in that moment. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do, let's see, what else do we want to do? Who? All right, we're good now. That's your birthday, 822. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so whenever you see that number, Kathy says her grandson is doing better. Kathy, that is wonderful. That is so wonderful. I'm so glad Kathy's little grandbaby has had leukemia, and he was in the hospital fighting leukemia, and he's doing better, and that's wonderful. I'm so happy to hear that. That makes me happy. Been seeing the numbers as well, but also see numbers in sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe, is in here also. So let me just. Are you seeing it on the clock or are you seeing it in other places? Lana. On the clock. Okay, on the clock, 12:34. You are moving up the spiritual ladder. Your angels are acknowledging your intentions and your step towards growth. Know that you are being encouraged and supported. Okay. All right. So, does anybody have a health concern that they would like me to check? Okay. Does anybody have a health concern? Hypochondriac. Brooke, I love, first of all, I love you. Okay. Linda says she's having mouth and a tooth issue. Okay, but you're actually having that issue. Okay, that is an actual issue. It's an infection. It would be a really good idea for you to swish coconut oil, fractured coconut oil. Okay, for 20 minutes, like 2 times a day. Okay, fractured coconut oil. Get some of that, swish it, 20 minutes, spit it in the trash. Please don't spit it down the drain because it's coconut oil, but it's really good properties and it kills infections and all this. It's really good for you. But I love that you'll admit that, Brooke. Most hypochondriacs won't say that out loud. Belinda says, my stomach hurts all the time. Belinda, what I'm seeing is you need to have a scope because I'm seeing redness around the top of your stomach. There's definitely a lot of inflammation around the top of your stomach. So I'm not sure if you've had this done before, but they put you to sleep and then they just put a little camera down and they look around in there and see what's going on. What? This was an antibiotic, but my mouth is raw, getting ready to get your tooth removed. Yeah, it's not going to hurt you at all to do the coconut oil. It's called a coconut oil pull, and it kind of pulls, gross stuff out. Okay, infection, anything like that. Okay. Hi Ben, how you doing, sweetheart? Okay, Teresa says she's got a lump on her neck that has gotten bigger. Is it on the right side? Twitching in your eyes is you need vitamin K. Twitching in your eye is a deficiency of vitamin K, Tina. You can get that. You can get that at Walmart. You can get that anywhere. But yes, a health food store for sure will have it. Tina, twitching in your, and yes, it's on the right side. I definitely feel like you need to. Have you gotten this looked at, Teresa? Have you had this? Have you had this looked at? Because it feels like it's connected to your lymphatic system. Um, have you? It's hard and solid. Yeah, 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 yeah. You'll be going this month for it. Okay, good, good. Okay, so what I'm feeling like it's your lymphatic system. Okay, and so what I really would love for you to do is to put heat therapy on there. Okay, the fact that it's growing. I want you to put heat on there, and then I also want you to wear the color red, and then alternate with the color of yellow. Okay, these two colors. Red's going to stimulate your blood so that we can stimulate your lymphatic system, and yellow represents your lymphatic system. Okay, this is called chromotherapy, using colors to correlate with the energy in your body. Okay. Yes, Karen, I do. I do definitely feel like Lyme will take more than a year to get rid of. It's one of those things. It's very slow. It's very, very slow. Um, yeah, it's really hard to have a lot of potassium though, especially if you do it naturally, like with bananas. You would have to literally eat 1,000 bananas or 10,000 bananas. I know it's like a huge amount of bananas. You have to eat like 10,000 bananas in order like to have like too much potassium. You know what I mean? It's like 300 a month. What did I miss? Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. There's got to be something that can help with that. If you can contact the manufacturer of medication that you're taking, and see if there's some kind of prescription discount that they can give you. Yeah. Well, people with kidney problems have to be careful about a lot of things. And I know that when they do have kidney problems and they're under the care of a doctor, the doctor very specifically tells them not to have too much of whatever, right? I have problems with my throat also due to the lump. Okay. Like I said, heat therapy, because it feels like it's connected to your lymphatic system, your drainage. Okay. So your body's not your lymphatic system is not draining. You can put pressure and massage it. Okay. You can do that. You can do that, like, because I had a tiny, um, not me, no, it wasn't me. Travis had a lump in his armpit, and we did lymphatic massage, and it went away. So this could be just something that you need to massage. I don't feel it doesn't feel like it's life threatening to me. It just feels like something that you need to manually, um, you need to work at it, right? Okay. Everything is going okay with the baby. Cheyenne wants me to check on her baby. Let's see. Cheyenne, do you already know the sex of your baby? I always like to ask because I don't want to spoil things, right? You're welcome, Teresa. You do. And are you having a boy? A girl. Okay. Not what I'm feeling, but okay. Um, let me see how your baby's doing. Sorry, I just love babies so freaking much. I really do. This is so exciting. Your baby is fine. Your baby is fine. Your baby is lovely. Just the perfect size. Everything is going exactly according to plan. Your baby is wonderful. She's fine. Okay. Um, when I say I'm feeling a boy, that doesn't mean that it is a boy. It could be that it is a male energy that your daughter's going to have. It could be that she has a very dominant energy in life. It could be that she's very bossy. It could be that she's a problem solver. It could be that she just has masculine traits. Okay. Or it, who knows? But I felt a male energy. Okay. Definitely might want to have another scan though. Misty was spot on about my boy, literally down to when I conceive and what he would look like. I mean, I'm really good at that. I'm really good at because I just love babies. I mean, gosh, I'm just really good at everything I do. Yeah. It's because I'm a Capricorn. Don't do it unless you're going to be great. I mean, that's just how I feel. Don't do it unless you're going to be great. And if you're not going to be great at it, don't do it. That makes sense. I was never a girly girl. Okay, great. Yeah, I do feel when you do go into labor, it's going to start on the right side. Okay. And I feel like the majority of your cramping and stuff that happens throughout your pregnancy will be on the right side. And it's just kind of a foreshadowing for when you do go into a labor. This is your first, I know, I was so excited. I could tell. This is our first one. She hasn't been moving too much lately. So I've been worried. Oh no, she's fine. She's fine. Yeah, she's fine. I'm scared of labor. Well, I mean, you kind of don't have a choice. I mean, you kind of already started that ball rolling. You have to. I cannot tell you about labor. I personally did not have labor with any of my children. I had to have a scheduled C-section with my first and my second and my third because my babies were very, very big. So I did not get to have labor. Um, but I did have a pinched sciatic, if that makes you feel better. That wasn't very fun. Um, but so I cannot commiserate with you. It's just one of those things you got to suck it up and do it. Absolutely, absolutely. And some babies are quick, like Karen's trying to make you feel better. Some babies are fast. Your baby's not going to be fast. A fluffy belly. She has a fluffy belly. Well, she's precious and wonderful, and I just love her. She's just a beautiful, sweet darling, and don't you worry. Yeah, she's kind of just chilling in there. Okay, don't you worry. But I do feel like you're going to have a lot of pain in the side and down. Because I'm getting it all on the right side. All right, so be aware of that when you do start getting a lot of pain when you're close to your due date on the right side. That's your labor starting. I'm feeling that for you, okay? Yeah, you can always get an epidural. Misty's fantastic at everything she does. The youngest oh well, she was your third. I mean, your body had been ready twice before that. So I mean, this is her first one. So and there's definitely breathing exercises. I would love for you to find something that is a nice blue color for you to concentrate on. Okay, concentrate on the color blue. Okay, and here's a little trick for you. Okay, when you're in labor, when you're getting pain in a specific area, all you have to do is 55515, 55515, 55515. When you think about that area that you're having pain and you repeat the number in your head or out loud, it doesn't matter. 55515 is the number that correlates to physical pain. It's a Fibonacci number. Okay. And so you say that number, whatever area of pain you have in your body. You don't have to be in labor. If you have a headache, if you have a bad shoulder, if you broke your leg, if you have cramps, if you have a backache, it doesn't really matter. Okay, you can think about put all of your energy toward that place that doesn't feel good, that place that has pain. Okay, and you just repeat the number 55515, 55515, 55515, 55515, 55515. Okay, but definitely have something 55515, yes. So definitely have something like a relaxing violet, not violet, um, lavender purple. Okay, it could be a deep purple, it could be a lavender purple, but do have something purple there that you can look at, that you can like concentrate your energy on while you're thinking. Okay, because purple is a very calming color. Blues, like this color blue, you know, this color blue, this color purple. All right, those are both really good colors to have around you while you're in labor. Okay. All right. All right. So, what else do we want to talk about? What else is on your mind? What do you want to know? What's going on? Curious about your future? Purple is your favorite color. Purple is my favorite color too. Okay. Rhonda's like, I want to know everything. Tell me about Brooke's future. Just keep feeling like a lot of back pain with you. Have you been having lower back pain? It just feels like you have a pinched nerve. I don't think your husband is ready for another baby, but I am hearing that you are ready to try again. And he's shaking his head no. So whatever happened first time around, he's not necessarily over it or ready to try that again. It would be another boy if you did decide to have another child. I do feel like there's going to be some issues with your vehicle, like overheating or something along those lines, where it's like the radiator hose, something to do here like this. And I am seeing you like listening to two different voices. Okay, so I do want to reiterate the fact that listening to your intuition is like a test. You have to be comfortable in knowing what your higher self would tell you and what other things would tell you, because just because you hear something doesn't mean it's coming from your higher self. Is that something that my soul would want me to do? That's the question that we have to ask. You do have a bright future ahead of you. We need to try and conquer this fear. You have relatives that are trying to communicate with you on a daily basis. We can't do this when we're in the energy of fear. We really appreciate that you said that you're probably okay. She needs a placebo. They're showing me like a sugar pill. Like you need a placebo. So she's like, you need to give yourself a placebo. You always have back pain. Okay. Not even close. He's scared. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. He's just like, no. And I'd love another boy after too. I'd be completely done. Yeah, absolutely. He thought I was going to die first go round, and he just doesn't want to go through it again. Right. I can honestly say, Brooke, that I feel like he has a right to feel that way. Okay. He absolutely has a right to feel like that. But um, I do feel like, did you have hypertension or something like this? Because I'm feeling like hypertension. It was very, very traumatic for him to watch me. It was a brutal 34-hour natural labor. Yeah, very long time. Yeah, it's a very long time. You won't take real medicine at all. Well, they said you need a placebo. Well, and that's fine for you to be skeptical, but just know that they are trying to communicate with you. If you feel them, then you know that they're there. So it's one of those things like, what are you skeptical about? You know, yeah. And so I feel like that happened for a reason, honestly. Brooke, I really want to tell you that like I really don't feel like I really don't feel like it would be there would be any issues. Okay, show your husband this. We're at 1 hour 11 minutes 111. I really don't feel like there would be any issues with the second pregnancy. Okay, I do feel like there was some issues with your first pregnancy, and there's reasons for that. But other than your blood pressure, which your blood pressure can, you know, how you feel can really control your blood pressure. Okay, but considering everything that you went through in your first pregnancy, that's not going to happen again. I do feel like you will have another cesarean if you do have a second child, and I do feel like everything is going to be in and out 20 minutes, like really quick, because it's going to be one of those things that's scheduled. I don't feel like you'll go into labor early. I feel like it'll just be a textbook. But I do want to say about your blood pressure. Okay. So, you might want to consider bed rest, as much as you can. I know you have a little baby right now, but, I just feel like putting your feet up, um, go with the scheduled. Yeah, absolutely. And the recovery after your first cesarean is so quick. Like you can get up and walk around like the next day, honestly. And it's just, they've already cut all those nerves, so it doesn't really hurt as much. It's just so much easier. Okay, and just make him aware that I'm not seeing any issues other than your blood pressure, and your blood pressure might be affected, um, by the salt in your diet. If you're craving salt, try to be really careful with that, for the second pregnancy. But, when you have this talk with him and you let him know that you're going to be okay, all right. Misty said, Misty knew everything about the first baby. Misty said, I'm going to be okay. All right. So you just let him know that. I think Motley's supposed to have a crew, hence the name. Um, but that's just me. So on to the next. Where were we? Somebody had asked a question. Can I get help in finding my next home? I drove 45 minutes to my last job for a year while I lived in Corpus. Moved back to Kingsville and I started a new job in Corpus. I drove 40 minutes to Corpus. Stopped getting jobs in Corpus. don't know. I don't know. It just seems like either move to Corpus or stop getting jobs in Corpus. Those would be the most rational answers to your question. Okay. That would be the wisest advice that I could give you. Okay. Hi, Brandy Joe. I am wonderful. Thank you so much. How are you? And thank you for the stars, Brooke. Laura, check, will my surgery go okay? Yes. Yes. Your surgery will be fine. You can go for a regular, but I wouldn't even think about it. Last time was brutal. I wouldn't even think about it. I would be a scheduled C-section early morning so I can sleep and get up and just go. Yeah. Yeah. We're doing free readings tonight, Brooke. If you would like to purchase a private reading with me, my readings are $60 for 30 minutes. The information's in the description box for my website. You can contact me through my website, or you can contact me through my Facebook page, Misty the Medium, too. Okay? I live in Corpus when I applied, but under certain circumstances, I had to leave my apartment in Corpus. Eesh. I mean, not a lot of options down there, right? That is a commute. It definitely is. I mean, it's not a very long commute. 40 minutes is not that long of a commute. But yeah. Praying for relief. I think you're going to get relief, Lori. I do. I think you're going to be okay. I think everything's going to go fine. So, Brooke McAvoy wants a reading. Let's see, what do these cards want to tell Brooke McAvoy? You're welcome. You're welcome. So far, we've done a past life reading. We've done a medical scan. We've done a pregnancy check. Messages from loved ones. We can check somebody's chakras. All right. Brooke McAvoy, what does she need to know? Three cards for Brooke. Well, there goes 3 cards for Brooke. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 cards landed on the floor. 4 of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the 7 of Wands. You've been holding on to somebody too tightly, and they're really feeling the pressure of that, okay? I feel like this is either going to be a romantic partner, or it's going to be somebody that you're fighting for the attention of, okay? You want them to choose you. You want them, it's somebody that you're trying to get the attention of, that you don't really have the attention of. So this could be a would-be romantic partner, could be somebody that you're in a relationship that's just not giving you the same amount of attention that they used to. But it feels to me like it's related to a romantic relationship, okay? And you're trying to get back, or you're trying to get what you want from this person. It almost feels like you're running out of hope, but you're just so determined to have them back, to have them. This could even be an ex. You know, you're holding on to somebody. You're determined to get them back. You're determined to reconnect. My wife had a message from me last night. Okay, Ben, give me just a second, Ben, okay? I just feel like you're really clinging to this person. I don't know if this is an ex that you won't let go of in your mind, if you won't let go of them in your heart so that you can move on. It just feels like you're really trying to hold on to somebody. And it's not helping you at all, because when you hold on to something too tightly, you're guaranteed to lose the grasp of it. Anything. Ben wants to know if his wife has a message for him. She's saying that she tucked the kids in last night. Okay. All right. She says that she was there, but it's one of those situations that um, not a test, but you have to be able to go through life without her. And so sometimes you're going to feel her there, sometimes you're not going to feel her there, because if you feel her there all the time, it's like a constant in your life, and then you start depending on it. And if it's not there, then it's kind of like a freak out thing, a freak out moment, a freak out, she is always there. Sometimes you will feel her, sometimes you will not feel her, but she's always there. She's always around, she's always there. And she tucked the kids in last night. Okay. So she wants you to know that. All right. Okay. Man, I've got some serious heartburn. You're welcome, Ben. You're welcome, Ben. And if my chakra's blocked, Kendall Lee Tate. Debbie wants to know if there's anything on my current relationship. Is he the right one? What is his name? His first name, Debbie? Tell me his first name. Kendall wants to know any of my chakras blocked. Yes. Your sacral chakra is blocked. And so let me look at this little page here that I guess just a little cheat sheet in a way, I guess. So when your sacral chakra is blocked, this is your blood sugar, your spleen, your ovaries, your urinary tract, your uterus, your kidneys, and your adrenals. Okay. This has a lot to do with your emotional needs, your boundaries, trust, intimacy, attachments, letting go of things, addictions, pleasure, things of that nature. So, what do we want to do? You just don't have a lot of energy lately, and your energy is out of whack. If you've been feeling really tired and run down and things of that nature, it's your sacral. Okay, that's what it's associated with. It's just a little cheat sheet of things. Hi, Jenny. I'm good. How are you? Ken and Debbie. Tell me about Ken. Look at Barbie. Oh, that's cold. That, yep. Well, it's been an hour and a half. Duh. That's cold. Okay, that's okay. Tell me about Ken. So, the thing about this connection between Debbie and Ken, I feel like there are benefits to this connection between the two of you. I do not feel like this is the one, so to speak. It doesn't feel to me like this is a permanent partner. It feels like there's a portion of your journey where this person's going to be there. And I feel like it's because we can benefit each other in some way. We're going to help each other grow in some way. We're going to benefit each other. But it doesn't feel permanent. The frequency is not the same. It's a little bit off. It has some similarities, but it's not solid. Okay. It's not solid for longevity. Okay. That's what I have. Just got home from softball. Well, you and Tawny, huh? You and Tawny. All right, guys, I'm getting tired. If you guys want me to come back tomorrow night, I have to stop when I start getting tired and not continue until I'm exhausted, because I do have to drive in the morning. I still have to continue to drive every day. I will come back tomorrow night and we'll do something. We're probably not going to do free readings again, even though I love doing free readings for you. But I can't do it every night because I do have bills to pay. So if you're interested in getting a private reading with me, they're $60 for 30 minutes or $100 for an hour, to $20 discount if you book a whole hour. You can definitely fill a whole hour really fast. Trust me on that. There's 2 different ways to contact me in the description box of the video. I accept PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. To pay for your reading, you have to pay for your reading when you book your reading. Okay, and I'm available most afternoons and evenings. I'm not available in the morning since I drive in the morning. Okay, so I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. I want to thank you all for all the energy that you brought. I want to thank you all for sharing out. You can still share out so people can still find me if they need to find me. Okay, Kendall, use moonstone, I think is what I wanted to tell you. Coral, moonstone, carnelian, or fire opal. Okay, those are some crystals that you can carry to help balance your chakra. All right, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. I want to wish you all many blessings, and until I see you